Rescue Polar Bears Data and Temperature has 1 to 4 scientists working together to study the Arctic and save polar bears from climate change. I'm going to focus on the basic game. Keep the 4 ice floe tiles in the box. Put the base tiles at the top and bottom, and put 3 helicopter tokens on each. The other tiles are randomly placed face down, then flipped. Remove the ocean tiles. Now you have your map for this game. Follow the chart in the rulebook to place polar bears and upgrade tokens. Place the flag in the middle hex, shuffle the position card deck, then flip a card. Place a data token in that spot. Data tokens are collected during the game, allowing you to upgrade your ships. If you collect 20 tokens, 15 in a 2-player game, you win. Shuffle the support cards, then place them in their spot. Shuffle the green alert tokens, place them in their supply at the top of the board, then flip a token. Put it on the temperature track. Put the melting ice token on the matching hex and put the temperature tracker on the 8-degree spot. Take a ship and 3 action tokens. You're finally ready to play. Each ship has a name and unique abilities. On your player boards, there is also a reminder as what you can do on your turn. Sail, collect a data token and/or bear. Deposit bear at either base or break ice to lower the temperature. The amount of spaces you can sail or how many bears you can hold depend on the ship. If you end your movement on a support tile, draw and resolve a support card. If you end your movement in an ocean tile with a data token, collect it. Every 3 data tokens collected unlocks a ship upgrade. If that was the last data token on the board, flip a position card to put a new data token out. Once you're on actions, roll the blue die. Is that number tile still in the game? If so, and it has a male and female bear, add 2 bear cubs. If there is any combination of bears other than a male and female, the cubs all become adults. If the tile was not in the game, no cubs were born, no adult bears made cubs, or there aren't enough bears in the supply, add 1 to whatever you roll on the red temperature die. Once you roll the red die, move the temperature token up that many spaces. If the temperature equals or passes the alert token, find the ice token you placed earlier. Melt the ice and flip a new alert token. If there are bears on the melting ice, they flee to adjacent tiles. There can never be more than 3 bears in a tile. If all the bears can safely move, the next player can start their turn. If bears sink, you need to get those helicopter tokens I mentioned earlier. Each token saves 1 drowning polar bear. If a bear is drowning and you are out of helicopter tokens, you lose the game. Collect data, rescue polar bears, and work as a team. That's Rescue Polar Bears Data and Temperature. Rescue Polar Bears Data and Temperature needs a dining table. The board, bears, and other bits and player areas all take up a fair amount of space. The box says 30 to 60 minutes, and our average is 50 minutes. I can't see a game ever passing 90 minutes, even with 4 new players. There's rating on the reference and support cards, and you'll need to know numbers up to 20. Planning is an efficiency puzzle that changes with every player's turn. With all that said, the actions you can do on a turn aren't complicated, and after a few games, the symbols start to become familiar. The box says 10 and older, but I'd say 9, maybe even 8. A few games ago, we were doing really well. We had a pile of helicopter tokens, around 15 data tokens, and a few upgrades. We had a few bad ice tiles and bear situations, but as long as we didn't have the all-time worst rolls, we were easily going to win. We didn't. I like Rescue Polar Bears Data and Temperature more with 3 players than with 4. The extra roll of the temperature die makes things so swingy that bad luck can ruin everything before you go again. The random setup is really cool, but takes a long time and can really create some difficult, if not impossible, layouts. Those action tokens are a really smart idea, especially for a family game like this, because younger or newer players know exactly how many things they can do in a turn. I wish more games did this. It doesn't affect the game, but take a look at this box art. Who wouldn't want to save those bears? The player boards are thick, the ships weren't necessary, but are pretty cool, and the bear minis are the cutest things ever. The insert is good too. It helps keep things tidy. I like that the height of it means you don't have to take the ships apart to fit the board. The one die is only painted, and the rulebook seems to have a few sentences that are weirdly translated. Reading them a few times helps for the most part. There are some confusing parts on the reference sheet as well, especially when learning the game. Oh, and why are cooler temperatures in red? The track goes red, yellow, green, blue, then gray. It seems weird to me. If you prefer easy games, skip this. I mean it, stay far, far away. The only thing polar bears love more than mating, apparently, is drowning. You're going to be dealing with bears appearing out of nowhere, and temperatures rising, and ice disappearing, and it's a difficult game. Thanks to the variable player powers and the ability to upgrade your ships, each player has a different role to play. This is the key to winning, or at least not losing quickly. Let your ship's ability guide your strategy and work as a team. This is one of the reasons I love co-op games. Rescue Polar Bears Data and Temperature is a solid game that is clever, sweet, and offers a challenging puzzle that's different every time. While the theme might appeal to everyone, the amount of randomness won't. I recommend this to people who want a difficult game that they can play in under an hour, and despite all those scary symbols and icons, can play with both family and friends. Do I wish setup was less of a chore? Yes. But then you'd lose a huge part of the game. Honestly, I bet this would make a great app. That would also be a good way to learn the game, making teaching it to others much simpler.